Welcome to the You Can Be Unstoppable podcast. My name is Ewelina Szczeblewska, your host and certified hypnotherapist. In this podcast, I will share with you how to tap into the power of your subconscious mind. I intend to share with you how learning how to use the power of your subconscious mind can help you to create a successful and abundant life with ease, how to connect with yourself while fostering a healthy relationship with your body and mind. Tapping into the power of the subconscious mind will help you to learn how to manage your emotions, become more resilient and present in all of your relationships. Self-love and self-worth are the keys to the kingdom of success and abundance, to happy and healthy life on your terms. Welcome to another episode of You Can Be Unstoppable. I'm really grateful that you are here. And if you are here, one thing I know is that you know that something needs to change. You know that you are searching for something and you may not even quite be sure what that is, but you know that something needs to change and you are looking for answers because you want to create something different for yourself. You want to create an extraordinary life. So today I want to talk about slowing down, doing less, being more present in our lives and why we may be avoiding doing this. Why we may find slowing down challenging. My mentor, Jim Fortin, in his TCP program, asks us to do an exercise, which is 4 hours of silence. And you may be thinking, wow, 4 hours, and get me. I thought the same. It's like 4 hours, that is a long time. And at the time, doing 15 minutes probably was where I was at. But 4 hours? That is a long time. Anyway, I am in a program. I'm committed to my growth and my expansion. So I thought I will give it a go. So I booked a time off in my calendar for 4 hours. And I can hear you saying already, 4 hours? When on earth will I find 4 hours in my busy calendar? Trust me, it's worth it. So I booked the 4 hours, set the time, and off we go. And the first 2 hours were not too difficult. I was actually pleasantly surprised how easy it was. It was only when I hit the 2 hour mark-ish that things started to get a bit more uncomfortable. The head chatter increased, emotions that started to pop up that I didn't necessarily wanted to look at. At the same time, I thought I could be doing something different, more fun, maybe sea kayaking or even taking things off my to-do list. But I stick to it and I continued with my 4 hours. And it's a gift. It's a gift that you can give it to yourself. Because what if slowing down is the best thing you could give to yourself right now? And when we're doing something different, we may experience disintegration anxiety. Because our brain and our mind prefers what's familiar, known, and comfortable, and it knows how to navigate it. So when we do something very different, and if you are someone who's on the go and very busy, doing nothing for 4 hours can be challenging. A lot of emotions and a lot of thoughts might pop up that you may not be ready to hear, but this is the point of the exercise. When we slow down to be present, to witness ourselves, we may hear things about ourselves that we don't want to. And there were things that, were popping up, but I was looking at them with curiosity. It was uncomfortable for me doing a lot and commit myself to being very busy. It's easy for me. I finished university while I was working full time, practicing to do half marathons and being very committed to do things and being very, very driven, it's easy for me when I have a goal. It doesn't matter how busy I am, I can make it work. But do less can be uncomfortable, but this is the work. Now I use meditation, silence, hypnosis to ground myself, to be more present in my life, to witness myself, to enjoy my life, to be in a moment and not focus on what will happen 10 years from now, or say myself, when I achieve X, Y, and Z, then I will be happy. I am happy right now. And I don't focus on the past. That's the past. That's happened, gone. I don't want to repeat my past and I don't want to live in the future. I am now. What would that look like for you being more present in your life? And you may be surprised, and I hope you will do the 4 hours of silence. And that means 4 hours of silence. No journaling, no reading books, no YouTube, no social media, no cats, no dogs, no children, no nothing. Nothing. Just 4 hours of you and your thoughts and emotions. And if your reaction at the moment is like, hell no, then my guess is that you probably should do it. It will be very beneficial to you. You may be surprised to hear the stories you tell yourself, but you're not fully aware of them because you are so busy that you don't even have the time to hear that. And how hard is it? How hard is to do nothing for 4 hours of silence? Because this is what the exercise is all about, is doing nothing for 4 hours. How hard is that? So then my question to you is, how often in various areas of your life or business do you quit when things get hard or uncomfortable? When the fear kicks in? Do you say, well, this is too hard, this is too uncomfortable, I don't know how to do it, and I'm just gonna quit? And we can choose to feel differently about this exercise. Rather than say, oh, this is so uncomfortable, a waste of time, I don't want to do it. You can choose to feel differently about the uncomfortable aspects in your life. You can make uncomfortable comfortable. This is how we get our brain to get used to doing something different. We make the uncomfortable comfortable, but we have to get past that stage of that disintegration anxiety. We need to get past that feeling of uncomfortable unknown. Because what would be possible for you when you let go of tightly gripping the idea that you have to have an incredibly busy schedule in order for everything to get done, to be successful? Because what if you can work less, a lot less, and be even more successful and more abundant? How would that look like for you? What would be possible for you? How your life would be more peaceful and enjoyable when you have more time to be present with your children and with your partner, with your family, and not be ruled by your schedule. So I hope I inspired you to do the 4 hours of silence, and you may be surprised what may come up for you, the story that you tell yourself. Because when we are super busy and we tell ourselves that we don't have the time to hear ourselves, to witness ourselves, to hear the stories, the emotions that are bubbling under the surface, they will stay there. They will stay there in the shadows, continue to rule your life, continue to mess up your life the way they have been up to this point. And that happened to me till I actually slowed down and looked at what's going on in the shadows. Behind the scenes, I wasn't fully aware. They were still ruling me and my decisions and the way I was showing up in my life, in my work, in my relationships. It's only when I shone a light on all those triggers behind the scenes, all those emotions behind the scenes that I was so afraid to look at. The things changed for me. And if you are here listening to, I know that you are looking for something different because what you've been doing up to now wasn't really working. And if you want more, but you don't know how to quite get there, then book a call with me and we can see where you are and where you want to be and start shifting your perspectives so that you can create your extraordinary life. And if you do the exercise, and I hope you will, let me know how did that go for you. What was your experience? Email me back or send me a message on Instagram. Suffering is happening in the space between where we are and where we want to be. When we let go and be more present and grateful and enjoy the journey, be in a moment, life is so much sweeter, so much more beautiful and enjoyable, where we are present in a moment and stop chasing the happiness, because happiness happens right now and you can choose to feel happy. You can choose how you want to feel. You are in charge of that, but you have to do the work to shine a light on a shadow so that all those fears, emotions, things that are happening behind the scenes are no longer there ruling your life. So don't forget to book the call if you want to do something else with your life, if you are ready to do the work, and let me know how did that go for you, the 4 hours of exercise. I'm really curious how the 4 hours of silence went for you. And speak to you soon. Thank you for listening. If you found value in this podcast, I would like to ask you to leave a positive review explaining how this episode helped you to improve your life. I ask you to do this because this will help other people to improve their lives as well. Share and spread the love all around you. Raise your vibrations to improve your life. If you would like more transformational content like this, connect with me on Instagram. You can find a link in the description of this podcast, and I'll see you over in the next episode.